Hey folks, Ian Robson here with Fishing Experiment. Today we're fishing for catfish in the Ottawa River once again. I have very little luck with catfish in the Ottawa River despite the fact that they have tons of catfish here. We are just a little bit of east of Ottawa. We're so close to the city. As you can see, there's Gatineau on the other side, or Hull over the other side there. So we're going to try and catch some catfish in this bay. I don't know how good it's going to be because I've never fished here before. Right now I'm using hot dogs that have been in jello for a while now. And if I don't get anything on this, then what I'm going to do is going to switch over to worms, which I have some worms here as well. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, let's hopefully we catch at least one catfish would be awesome. Because like I said, I have very little luck when it comes to catfish. So we'll see what happens. So today is June 4th, 2017. And like I said, hopefully we're going to catch a catfish. Interesting enough, northern pike season has opened in the Ottawa River, but muskie in the Ottawa River doesn't open up for a few more weeks actually. I didn't realize it was so far behind the northern pike opening, so should be interesting. I guess they need a little bit more time to do their thing, so. Oh, looks like we just got a bite, folks. A little twitch of the rod there, then it stopped. Didn't look like a wave or anything. The waves move your line back and forth right now. I have a light weight on there, so the waves are moving my line a little bit. So it's a little like, is it a fish? Is it not a fish? That was a pull, so it looked a lot more like a fish than just a wave moving the line a little bit. It's exciting. It'll be my first catfish on the Ottawa River ever. I don't catfish very often just because the Ottawa River is kind of like a little out of my way. I'm used to bass fishing or pan fishing a lot, so catfishing is something I don't understand quite as much as pan fishing, for example, or bass fishing, for example. So it's always fun to try and diversify a little bit. I kind of understand carp a little bit better in some specific areas, but I haven't been able to replicate successes yet. So like, if I were looking for carp here, there's no weeds here, so I probably wouldn't fish for carp here. Not this. They could be here, but I don't know how what the chances of them being here are. If it's a high chance or a low chance. But I've heard there's a carp on the Ottawa River, and they're pretty big ones too, considering how big the Ottawa River actually is. So. Well, looks like that was the fish came, saw, and kind of went away, so we'll have to see what happens here. Oh, folks, we just had something there. I don't know if we still have it. Don't think so. Didn't get a chance to set the hook on that guy. Using circle hooks here, so I don't really need to set the hook a crazy amount. But there's definitely something out there interested in this, so that's a good sign for us. Leave it out there, see what happens. So one of the reasons why I went catfishing today as opposed to pan fishing is because it's a nice cloudy, overcast day today. And as you're probably aware, catfish tend to be a bit more active in low light conditions. So a lot of people fish for them at night. I'm not really a night fisherman per se, so today seemed like a good compromise, a nice cloudy day. Go fishing for catfish, see what happens. So that's why we're here today. If this fails, I have worms too I'm going to switch to really easily. And I think I may do that soon. And then if those fail as well, I also have some pike lures I can try now that I'm down this cove here a little bit. So hopefully we get at least one fish. That'll be the goal basically. So, but we had some bites on this hot dog, so I'm kind of interested to see if it's. I'm sure it's a catfish. Could be a bullhead, I suppose too. But it will be interesting to see if we actually get it hooked. All right, folks. I switched up to a worm now. I'm gonna see if I can't get that fish that's out there. Hopefully we get something. We're going to see what happens here. Size down my hook quite a bit as well. We're going to see what happens. Maybe this is going to open us up for other fish as well. So that's going to be the nice part about that. It's not going to be limited to catfish, but we're going to see what happens here. I was using circle hooks before, so now I need to remember to set the hook. So now that I've changed to a different setup, I need to make sure to set the hook for these ones, because the other ones I was using is circle hooks, and remember you don't need to set the hook with circle hooks, not in the same way at least. So we'll see what happens. Using worm with, I think it's like a size, I don't know what this is, size 6 or 4 hook maybe, something in that area. I don't know the exact size, but we're going to see if we can't get at least one fish of some sort. Should be interesting. I'm fairly certain we will now. With hot dogs, I'm never quite sure, but I thought I'd give it a go anyways. I had them from one of the other previous times I tried to use them, so thought I'd give them a go again, but as you can see, no luck yet. I've been here for about just over an hour, I think now. Oh, fish on, folks. First fish of the day. That took a lot longer than I really would have liked, but we got one finally. Feels like a perch maybe if I had to guess, honestly. It is indeed a perch. Nice little perch though, look at that. There you go, folks. Whoops. There you go, folks. Nice little perch. Orange. That's pretty bizarre, actually. Wasn't expecting an orange perch. A big one too. It's cold. There you go, folks. Nice little yellow perch. Excellent. Oh, there it goes, folks. Back in the water it goes. Of all the fish to catch, it ends up being a perch. I seem to be the perch master, it feels like sometimes. Because every time I try to catch something else, I end up catching perch. I'm okay with that. I like catching perch. Well, folks, at least we didn't get skunked today. Number of times I've been to the Ottawa River and gotten skunked. I don't know, I just find it so big that it's hard to determine like where to go. So I end up, I don't always catch fish. And then when I go to places that people recommend, it's usually really busy, so. Oh, fish on, folks. This is a bit bigger, it feels like. Don't know what this is. Might be another perch if I had to guess. What do we got? Maybe it's not a perch. What is this? Oh yeah, that's a perch again. Ha! There you go, folks. Like I said, when you catch one, usually there's more than one around, so go ahead and unhook this guy here. There you go, folks. Last little view of it there. Last little view of that perch. Let's put it back. I thought that perch was bigger. It's totally not. It was smaller. Alright, let's see if we can get something else. The nice thing about the Ottawa River is, for multi-species, you have quite a few options available. Like I'm still fishing for catfish technically, but haven't had a whole lot of luck with catfish. But there's also a northern pike in here, which is in season right now. Catfish, carp is in season as well. You also have, I think there's actually American shad in here as well. Suckers, white suckers. I think there's red horse in here as well. Quite a few, quite an assortment of fish. So that's one of the benefits of fishing in the Ottawa River. But it is a big river, so it takes a long time to heat up. So some of those species that are a bit more active in the warmer weather, maybe later, midsummer might be a better time to fish for them. But as you can see, we're getting into a couple little perch here, which is good for me. Helps me to build my confidence in fishing in the Ottawa River because I don't have a lot of it, that's for sure. There you go, folks. I actually just had a hit right there, which was kind of funny. I don't know what it was, but I saw it dart out at it. So maybe if I went to something a bit smaller, maybe. I think I do have some smaller ones, but. Oh, fish on, folks. And it's a muskie. Oh no. All right, well, we caught a fish. Not the fish we're looking for. That's a muskie. Where is it? Alright folks, look, we caught a fish. I'm not sure if this is a muskie or if it's a northern pike. We're going to let it go either way. Because if it's a muskie, it's out of season. If it's a northern pike, it's in season. There you go, folks. Got myself a nice little northern pike. Apparently I didn't turn my camera on. Oh, there it goes. I held on to the pliers, didn't hold on to the fish. But got the fish, which is good. It's unhooked safely. Didn't get hooked. This is excellent. Apparently I put a new battery in, but I didn't. I put a new battery in, but I just didn't turn it on. Go figure, right? Wading is a lot more difficult than I want it to be, but it's fun still. See if there's another one out there. I'm just using a tiny, well, this is a giant Rapala husky jerk. It's a giant Rapala husky jerk, but it seems to be working well with the fish right now. I probably could switch to something a bit smaller, but it is what it is. Also, I managed to drop my reel in the water, which isn't a great thing for it, but when that fish gave me a little fright when it jumped, I was afraid of getting hooked, and then I just let it go, basically. This is where having the net comes into play, though, right? Oh good, I didn't get hooked in that log. But you can see them dart after. It's quite a lot of fun to just see the little tiny ones go and just jump for it. One of the things that's really helpful when you're wading, if you don't know the water very well, is take a stick just so you can gauge how deep the water is. That's what I'm doing right in front of me here, because I have no idea. I have never waded this area before, so I'm just being really cautious because I'm by myself. And if you're in this situation where you don't know what the waters are like, it's always a good idea to kind of have a stick with you just so you can see what it's like. So you're not going into anything unexpected, basically, is the key here. And it gives you a little bit of stability too. A little taste of backcountry, trying to find fishing spots, eh? We're still in Ottawa, nowhere else, but it sure seems like I'm in Algonquin Park right now. This is crazy. Now, also the other key is not getting lost. In my case, I'm just looking for the road. I know it's in this direction, roughly, so shouldn't be too bad. And there appears to be a path here, so that is yet an additional plus for me. Oh, there's the road right there. There you go. A little bit of exploring, eh? Just gonna bring my stick with me today because I want to check out the other side. And I don't know if I'm gonna do any wading, but we're gonna have a look at the very least. All right, folks, we're gonna end the episode there for now. I'm gonna keep fishing for a little bit longer, but just in case my battery runs out, because it always will. Here's a little view for you of the Ottawa River. We're just at a point that has a lookout, apparently. And I think that's why the tour buses are coming up here, actually, which is kind of funny, so I can hear it in the background. But there you go. We caught a couple pike, caught a couple perch, and we were trying to catch catfish. Didn't get successful on that one. It happens, but at least we caught something today. Got a chance to experience wading in the Ottawa River. Kind of scary, kind of exciting all at the same time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Usually, I wouldn't wade in the Ottawa River, but there are some shallower sections you can do it. So it's possible, but you got to be careful. That's why I was having the stick, and I was really cautious about where I was going. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to try the other side. Maybe we'll get some catfish, maybe we won't. But for now, my name's Ian Robson. I hope you enjoyed this episode of exploring a little bit of the Ottawa River. I'm happy that I was a little successful. It doesn't usually happen, but this time it did. So anyways, my name's Ian Robson. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Catch you guys later.